everybody, and welcome to this week's Samsara's Soiree. And, oh, yeah, there we go. There. Oh, what happened? Ah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Samsara's Soiree. I can't believe it's just gone wrong. It was all set up to go, and then I did that thing, and then it didn't do it. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to cry. Wait a minute. Oh, what happened? Ah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Samsara's Soiree. I can't believe it's just gone wrong. It was all set up to go, and then I did that thing, and then it didn't do it. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to cry. Wait a minute. Oh, what happened? Ah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Samsara's Soiree. I can't believe it's just gone wrong. It was all set up to go, and then I did that thing, and then it didn't do it. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to cry. Oh, what happened? Ah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Samsara's Soiree. I can't believe it's just gone wrong. I can't cope. I don't even want to talk about it. Wait a minute.
That was an interesting loop you had going there.
It was.
I can't tell you how many levels of wrong this went.
At least 5 by the number of repetitions.
It was, the windows were layering, so I couldn't mute anything. Okay. But
it was an interesting introduction.
I'm doing this again because this is how I roll, and it's going to work this time. You watch. All right. I say that with confidence, and I'm so wrong. Okay.
Did it work? Does anyone know?
All right, there we are. Welcome everybody to this fortnight's Samsara's Soiree. And we're starting off the way we always do, with a big mess. Hi everybody, tonight we have with us the wonderful Joe Boyd and Michael Keeley, songstress Sara-Rose Millar, the wonderful Dan Brasher, who is with us from Adelaide, which is great because now this week we're coming from New South Wales and Adelaide, so we're becoming nationwide. And then we have Damian Vuleta in the middle there, and Maree Shefford. And then Mazz Ryan is back with us this week, hopefully with resolved internet problems. And Gillian Scott is just sitting in the background. She's actually written the monologue that Mazz is going to do, but she will just sit there and critique our performances. Yvonne Matthews is back with us this week. Hey. And hiding somewhere is Josh Hayes. He's already getting ready for his thing. So, okay, before we kick off, first of all, we want to acknowledge that this show is being created across the lands of the Australian Aboriginal people, and we thank them for allowing us to continue in the ancient storytelling traditions of this land. So thank you. Okay, now for the cocktail, this to get us in the mood and to get us doing things right. Okay, so tonight we're making the margarita, which is again another easy one. I've learnt the trick. Go with ones that I am not going to struggle with the ingredients. So the most important ingredient is the 2 parts of tequila. Oh, it sounds so good as it's pouring out. So I just want to drink it straight from the bottle. No, I don't. I would die. I would seriously die. Woo. Okay, now we have what I'm beginning to discover is the most important cocktail mixer in your liquor cabinet, which is the triple sec. So, oops. Something just went wrong. Oh dear. Okay, so 2 parts of the triple sec. It's sort of landed.
As long as it went in the drink and not on the bench.
Wow. Yeah, it did go on the bench. And then it overflowed. Anyway, okay. And then 2 parts lime juice, fresh lime, as always with me. There's supposed to be the decoration of a rondelle of lime, but I forgot to buy actual real limes for the garnish. That's what I was trying to chase down. So just pretend that it will have a lime on it. Okay, and then a bit of our half melted ice that I always have. Oh, I'm actually a bit scared what this is going to be like, but okay. That wasn't a good thing that happened with the triple sec. All right, so we do that and we do that. Give it a good shake. That's my exercise for the day. And now I can't get the close off.
How many steps is that, Sammy?
Sorry?
How many steps is that?
Oh, look, that's equivalent to 10,000 in my land.
That's what I thought. 3 shakes is 10,000 steps, right?
Yeah. And then if for each glass of the margarita is worth 10 push-ups. So, it's a big workout. Okay, so you got it. It's a margarita, so we need to rim the glass with lime. So I'm just using like the half melted ice to wet the glass. I don't know if this is how it's done. I forgot to check instructions. And then I've got like a container, that bowl that I put the salt on. So it's rimmed with salt now. Oh, this is not good. And there we have a margarita. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to get nice and drunk on that. It's I think when you get it in bars, they usually use like a frappe kind of lemony icy thing. But I kind of like the fact that this is pure alcohol and it's just going in me and it's going to do its work. That's what I want from my cocktails. Okay, enough of that. Sit back, get drunk, and we're going to kick off with our wonderful Sara-Rose Millar. And she is on keyboard. She's still in Deniliquin. But she's now in a caravan parky chalet thingy.
Yep.
And so we get the keyboard.
You do.
Take it away.
Dogs are sleeping by the fireplace. You lean over, reach out and stroke my face. Tell me everything is gonna be okay. With you by my side, I'll find a way to get through these turbulent times. So rub the lamp again and see if I appear. Someday I'll move on from all the pain and all the tears, and I won't always be at your beck and call. Someday you will rue the day you blew it all. Little round white pills cloud my head tonight. You know very well how they affect my mind. Know that I'll agree to anything you say. Take me by the hand and lead me astray, and on down a path I'd never take. So Throw up the lamp again and see if I appear. Someday I'll move on from all the pain and all the tears, and I won't always be at your beck and call. Someday you will rue the day you blew it all. Hold me close to you, you're gonna have your way. Long white veil of mist, censoring what I should say. But someday soon I'll rise above the storm. Thoughts will be my own once more. Throw up the lamp again and see if I appear. Someday I'll move on from all the pain and all the tears. I won't always be at your beck and call. Someday you will rue the day you blew it. Throw up the lamp again. You'll be sleeping when I slip out of your life. 'Cause you've never really known me. And I'm not just a little girl. I am stronger than you could ever know. And I'm ready to take on the world. So I won't be here anymore.
That was so lovely.
Thank you. Everyone's gone very silent.
Yes.
Yeah, we lost Sammy for a
We've
bit.
lost
Was
Sammy.
that
Oh, there we go.
That was the original, yeah?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love the melody
Thank you.
and the lyrics was great.
Mm.
Yeah.
Samsara, we can't hear you.
I think she passed out.
Right. Okay.
That's
Now we can
better.
hear you.
Oh my gosh. I'm just this is a good night. I think I need more tequila.
Is
Okay.
the drink
that was
working
beautiful.
already?
Thank you. There's
Is
a
the
lot
drink
of songs
working already?
Oh God, yeah. Doesn't take much for tequila to kick off with me. Sara-Rose, your I noticed there is a theme of sadness across your repertoire.
Yeah, I can't write happy songs. I just can't.
Okay.
If I try and write happy songs, they just come out sounding like really dodgy 90s pop.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
So yeah.
Having said that, I grew up on really dodgy 90s pop, so I'm not
Yeah, I
thinking
kind of
it's
did
a
too.
bad thing, but I understand your point. It's not modern indie. All right, folks, we're doing something very exciting now. We've got a little bit of an experiment. We are doing a scene cycle. You've heard of song cycles? Well, today we are doing scene cycles. Okay, so without any more ado, I'm going to attempt to get this started. May the force be with us all.
Welcome, everybody. This is the night of nights. We have a night to remember. So up in corner one, we have Dan the Dragon Brasher. In the other corner, we also have King Josh Tease. Give us a cheer, everybody, for the players. It's title rounds tonight. Okay, a few rules before we start. Okay, as you know, no mobiles. Okay, no drugs, no semi-automatics, no alcohol, no kicking your neighbor, and no kissing your neighbor. Okay, everybody, we're going to start now. Take a hold of your seats and round one begins.
Come on, come at me, Duke.
Bring it, Dragon Boy.
Come on, I know you can punch faster than that.
Yeah, all talk, mate, all talk.
down. He's down. And 1,
Woo!
2,
Come on, Duke.
3,
You in the mood for some more pain?
4,
Hmm.
5. Come on. 6. Is he down for good? 7, 8. We're nearly there, folks. 9. And he's
Oh.
back. Oh,
Come on, cheap
round
shot, cheap
2.
shot. Come on.
Okay, round
me a real
2.
punch.
Are you ready?
Ready
Yes.
to KO. All right. Come on, Duke. You ready for this?
Yeah. Felt like a real man this time.
Huh. All right. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
He's down again. Can you believe it? Okay.
Take that, Duke.
Round.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and he's back. He's back. King Josh Hayes is back.
Cruising.
Round 3. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yep.
Yep.
Bring it. Come on.
All right. Whoa. Come on, Duke, really bring it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we have round 3, and he's down again. Okay, this time, folks, 1, 2. Is he going to make it? 3, 4. Oh, expectations. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a TKO. Oh my God, it's the winner. We have Dan the Dragon Brasher. He has won tonight. Well done, everybody. Woohoo!
It was all going so well. All right. And there we have it. Part 1 of Viktoree-us. I have no idea how that went. But it was fun to do. Anyway, we won't chat to the peeps because they're getting ready for part 2 of Viktoree-us. So instead, we're going to jump straight to Mazz. Where is Mazz?
I'm here.
Lost. Oh, there you are. Sorry,
I'm here.
going crazy. Sorry. Okay, we're going straight to Mazz now to do her thing.
Okay, thank you. This is The Soul Contract by Gillian Scott. I did a bad thing, and even though years have gone by, it's sitting there, a black speck on an otherwise bright enough life. It was only a crush, a stupid, unexpected crush. I made the decision to lean into it because, after all, how often does someone spark your attention? In my long life, hardly ever. So when it does happen, I wanted to investigate. There was just one little problem. I was married. Not at all unhappily, but it was a bit of a crossroads time. The children were adults and didn't need me anymore. Well, that wasn't true, but it's how I felt. Long-term relationships don't bring anything new under the sun. It's all comfortable and safe. But safety doesn't make you look at things differently, and things were beginning to shift. I was embarking on a new learning experience, and perhaps most telling of all, I didn't have the time left on this planet that the object of my attention had. So when it seemed bizarrely that my crushie was interested in me as well, I decided to run with it. I didn't want an affair, not at all. But I did want to feel that I wasn't redundant, that I was still fun to be with, that I wasn't either completely invisible or as ugly as a bag of spanners. Such a cliche, but you know what they say, it's only a cliche because it's true. So I was ridiculously giddy and amused when he agreed enthusiastically to work with me on a project. It was an excuse to get to know him, sparked my interest. A better word would be curiosity. They say that kills the cat with good reason. Dangerous. There were several young, attractive women, single women he could have chosen to talk to. However, 9 times out of 10, he chose me. And as for the onslaught of likes on Facebook, I'd never seen anything like it. Mind you, I'd lived most of my life without the scourge of social media, but I was about to find out just how wearing, yet somehow crucial it was. Lots of hugs willingly given and received. I felt that was harmless fun, but was it? When he kissed me all over my face, well, 70s teenager that I was, I thought he wanted a pash. A one-off, never to be repeated naughty treat to me, probably one that would kill the crush. Get me the hell back to reality. But it was a big deal to him, a big wrong deal. He decided quick smart that was a bridge too far. Fair enough, of course, but he had to be okay about it, or his behaviour was very misleading. And he was okay, apparently. And it was never going to happen again. Have you ever wondered what it's like to have a crush for the first time in 20 years? I went straight back to being 15, when everything was a hell of a lot simpler and crushes came and went daily. In my case, they actually didn't happen frequently at all. Even then, to be smitten by someone for me was all-consuming. For months at a time, I had to wonder why I had taken this evolutionary step backwards to a teen mentality. But I found it pure, unadulterated fun. It's not at all that I was unhappy with my life, with all that I had and had achieved, but this learning experience I embarked on felt like a last chance to do something just for me. And this giddiness seemed to be a part of all that. It seemed very real, but I wasn't a stupid woman. I knew that it had to be just friends. It wasn't possible or even desirable to have any more than that. And it seemed that there was agreement there. So far, so good, but actually rather tough. I was still that super sensitive earlier incarnation of myself, and I was still mainlining an infatuation, though I sometimes looked at him and thought, what am I doing here? If there hadn't been a crush, would I still be sitting here working with him? Maybe, but more than likely not. Unexpected things happen. I didn't have the resilience then or the calm nature needed to cope with them. Suddenly the course vanished. A lame celebration at its end was to me more like a wake, but I ignored my instincts to leave early. Then everything unravelled at once. True natures and suppressed feelings were revealed. It wasn't pretty. What is a friend? To me, it meant sitting in each other's company, talking about anything and everything and being careful with each other's feelings above all that. To me, it seemed that a friend should suck up whatever, to him, it seemed that a friend should suck up whatever casual cruelties that might be dealt. And so long as we were linked online, everything was all good. Both of us believed in good manners and respect, and both of us had hot tempers, differently expressed. Being able to talk should have ameliorated everything, but the infatuation lingered, colouring everything. My need to talk face to face made for some very bad timing. I'd had it. I'd had enough despite trying, really trying to get through to him, and I had really, really tried. It was time to walk away. That this wasn't well received would be greatly understated matters. The level of vitriol levelled at me, the false accusations and the threats only served to show the decision was the only one I could take. And yet at its core, we did get along well. Everyone in the workplace could see it. And despite the hateful spray suggesting that I wasn't considering my husband and family, I actually was and always had been. If there had been a way to keep all the balls up in the air and keep everyone happy, I really would have found it. I felt great sadness that I couldn't be the friend he wanted and that his views on friendship did not match mine. I had always planned to move away because infatuation is no basis for anything. Despite trying, I'd never been able to work through it, and the powerful study group, a tight bond for all involved, had just blown apart. I wanted to leave things positively and with appreciation for the time we did have together. A shitstorm was something no one wanted. However, the shitstorm was what was left. And once you know someone has a poisonous opinion of you, it surely is best to never trouble them again. And I knew something that was probably worth keeping was lost. Not everyone can stay in your life. Ego, lessons that need to be learned, the fact that a few months is not enough to know anyone, heck, a whole life isn't enough. Everyone is pure love at their core, but even if you are in agreement, and I knew that we were, a disagreement about what is acceptable to each party is enough to break a promising friendship. I learnt many lessons and am learning them still. Someone of my vintage should maybe have realised before that my views didn't need to be inflexible and fixed. My emotions didn't need to run me. What was inoffensive fun or a tempered jag to me could cut or offend another deeply. It opened my eyes to all that I have in my life and how amazing it is. I kept on the path of opening up my creativity. They might not shatter the world, but they make me feel more of who I'd always been, just not 15 years old anymore. The end.
Thank you, Mazz. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for writing it, Gillian.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, Mazz, and thank you, Gillian. That was I really love these stories for middle-aged women, for want of a better word.
Yes, I could definitely relate to many aspects of it.
Yeah, we often get we get a lot of youth stories at the moment, and there's a bit of a burgeoning of stories for senior citizens. But it's nice to just kind of get some stories that are about those of us who are past our bloom of youth, but not yet, looking at our end of days, shall we say.
Yeah.
And it's scary walking into that moment of where you start to become invisible, and you're not in that era that you used to be, but you still feel like you are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And also just sort of understanding, especially as a sexual person in this age bracket and how we're relating to the rest of the world. I think, it's good to just hear how other people are dealing with it or not dealing with it, as the case may be.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to jump now into scene 2 of our scene cycle. So hopefully our peeps are ready.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. And I have to press play.
It's a lovely view from up here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We are certainly able to see everything. Oh. I seem to have my strap caught on something.
Glad to start.
Wow, that's a sunny outlook. But the grass is wet. And the course is a slippery slope, as we all know. The zygotes are in starting positions and mitosis is about to commence. And they're off and racing. Snookums and Pumpkin surge through the pack as they wobble on their little legs. They are neck and neck as they take their first baby steps, although Snookum seems to be taking the lead as the mouth opens. Could this be a first word? Won't that mother be as pleased as Punch?
And now they're on the Nepland Bend. The pack is catching up, but Snookums aces it. Poor Pumpkin appears to have oversteered. Multiplication tables can be a killer. There goes the school standings. Funding will be cut.
And this is where it gets really scary. Anything could happen in the dating chicane. Snookums is looking very cheechy. Pumpkin just can't seem to get a conversation started. You can see their hearts are pounding as they try to negotiate those tricky crushes, but it is Snookums who has found the inside run. Looks like Pumpkin will be going home alone again.
Here we are.
At the career
Career straight, the final leg.
You would think Snookums has all the advantages right now.
Yes, looks, grades, personality. Snookums is a real winner.
Hasn't won yet.
Going on form, you would have to say the money is on Snookums, though.
But what happens to Pumpkin if Snookums wins again?
What happens to all life's losers?
Well done, guys. That was fantastic. And by the way, that theme music has been specially written for us by Embryo, our favourite composer, the person who's also composed the theme music for the show. So moving on with the program now, we're now going to cross to Jo for her very special contribution to this evening. Hey, Jo.
Thank you for having me. I have a nice little story time for you tonight, children.
Excellent.
Okay. This one is not one of mine. I'd love to claim it as my own. But in fact, this is another one that my father wrote. So this one is a little bit like, let's just say we're going with the theme of winners and losers, and this is about winners perhaps of a different kind, the kind you might not think of. Are you ready to roll? Okay. The title, When the Wall Fell Down. Cecil Richard Henry Clements was a big name for a little bloke. So everyone called him Dick. He was a quiet, unassuming man who kept his opinions to himself, unless he was asked. So those who didn't know him well had a tendency to underestimate him. As a child, he was written off early by his teachers because although he could read, he found it difficult to write. These were the days before people knew what dyslexia was or how to help those who suffered from it. Throughout his working life, he never sought advancement if it meant a written examination, so many questioned his ambition. But he knew stuff and he could do things. He seldom hired a tradesman to do work around the house. He did it himself. It was not uncommon to have a neighbour knock on the door and ask his help to fix something. Whatever the problem was, he always seemed to know what to do and what tools he would need. If he didn't have the right tools, he would make them. My dad could do anything. Out the back of our place, there was a big old corrugated iron shed we called the garage. This was where Dad worked most nights and weekends, fixing people's cars. It was cold and drafty, and the roof leaked, creating puddles in the uneven, oil-stained floor. The beams bent and groaned under the weight of the engines he would winch up on his old block and tackle. I was convinced the whole place would come down on his head one day, but it never did. It may not have been a castle, but it was his domain and the one place on earth where he was in charge. The walls were lined with toolboards, shelves full of spare parts and old cigarette tins full of nuts, bolts and mysterious little things that fitted somewhere in something. From an early age, I was enlisted as Dad's offsider in the garage and was expected to clean dirty parts, fetch tools and hand him things as he worked. I doubt that I was much use to him, but he enjoyed the company and I liked watching things being pulled apart and put back together again. One corner of the garage was always a bit shaky and finally got so bad that we couldn't close the door properly. Dad decided we would have to fix it and declared that the only solution was to rebuild that end of the side wall in brick. Maybe he knew someone who had a load of old bricks going cheaply, or he just figured it would be a good idea. Whatever the reason, the bricks arrived and Dad, with his faithful apprentice in tow, commenced to build a wall about 3 meters long and 2 meters high. Looking back, I realized that he probably knew less about building brick walls than he thought he did, and hence our progress was a bit slower than anticipated. So by late afternoon, when Mum summoned us in for tea, the wall was only half built. We had built the base and the 2 ends and were in the process of filling in the middle bit. We wanted to keep going, but we both knew better than to challenge Mum. It's not going anywhere, Dad said. We'll finish it in no time tomorrow. Okay, famous last words. When I looked out the next morning, one end had completely collapsed, leaving bricks scattered all over the ground. I was horrified and ran to tell Dad. All our work wasted. What were we going to do? I shuddered to think how he would react to the news. But to my surprise, he just looked at it for a minute and said, "Oh, well, we just have to get those bricks cleaned up and start again. No fuss, no drama, just start again." I don't know whether he did anything differently, but by the end of the day, we had our wall built. The garage was stable at last, and I had a marvellous brick wall to hit tennis balls at. Its surface was stable at last. Oh, sorry. Its surface was a bit rough, but that only added to the character of the thing. Many a fine afternoon was spent hitting balls at that wall and trying to cope with its unpredictable bounce. My tennis racket was an old piece of junk I'd found in someone's rubbish bin. Dad, of course, had managed to find some catgut, which is what they used in those days, and restrung it for me. He'd never strung a racket before, but that didn't bother him. He managed to work it out like he always did. I don't hit balls against a wall anymore, but I often think back on those days. As I look back, I realise that Dad probably wasn't any smarter than the next bloke. He just wouldn't let anything beat him. I don't know what made him so determined, but I suspect it was rooted in the days when his school teacher predicted that Dick Clements would never amount to much. It is of great regret to me that I didn't spend more time chatting to my father before he died. Perhaps I could have drawn some of those stories out of him. Unfortunately for Dad, he was a victim of timing. His childhood was disrupted by a learning difficulty, which was not understood at the time, and his life was cut short by prostate cancer before the age when men learned how to avoid the onset of this deadly disease. It wasn't a pleasant way to die, but he handled it the way he always handled things, without fuss or complaint. Although the little bloke with the big name couldn't be there for me in later years when my own walls fell down, I like to think that those years working with him in the garage gave me the tools to deal with whatever life had in store. The truth is, he never really left me. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see him looking back at me. When he sees that I recognise him, he always smiles. I like to think it's a smile of approval, but maybe he just remembers that time when he sent me looking for a left-handed screwdriver. Nice one, Dad.
Oh, that was amazing.
He's not bad, my old man, when he puts pen to paper. He can communicate his feelings when he writes, which is nice.
So is that the story of your grandfather?
Yeah. My grandfather was an old war mechanic. He was useless in the army, being dyslexic. Yeah, he got things quite back to front. And that's actually how he met my grandmother. It's a very cute story. He was given an order, he got it wrong, misread it, and he actually took off and jumped over a fence and broke his leg, wound up in hospital, and that's how he met my grandmother. So if not for his dyslexia and his learning difficulty, I might not be here.
My brother has dyslexia, but all he did was run off a cliff, and he didn't meet anyone because he was only 10 years old. I mean, he's alive, he's fine. He just broke his arm.
Oh, thank goodness. But that is very typical 10-year-old boy behaviour.
Yeah, whether you've got dyslexia or not.
Exactly. I love it.
Oh, no, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I always love these moments with your little stories.
Oh, thank you. You'll get some more anecdotal, crazy family stuff next week. Or the week after.
Perfect. I can't wait to see how we fit that into our musical. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to do an early plug, everybody. Pencil in the 9th of August because we are doing Samsara's Soiree-sical, which is the Soiree, the musical. And it is shaping up to be the craziest night you've ever had. Okay, now it's time to move back onto part 3 of Viktoree-us. So let me just make magic.
You stand before me because a great wrong has been committed. And it is my job to determine who is responsible and who owes a debt to society.
Your Honor, may I speak in my defense?
You may.
Thank you. But before I go on, wasn't that a lovely dinner at Amy and Joe's last Thursday? You know, I especially love those little canapes. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
This is not the time or the place for that discussion. It is my job to be impartial. But yes, what were those little red things on the crackers? Can you tell me?
You know, I think that they might have been...
Whoa, wait a minute. Do you two know each other? That's not fair. How the hell am I supposed to get a fair trial?
Are you doubting my impartiality?
Yes! No, Your Honor.
We'll move on then. As long as it's all right with you, of course.
Yes.
As I was saying, Your Honor, I merely provided the structure and resources for the job to be done. The architecture, if you will. It was not me personally involved in the actions under discussion.
Your Honor, I was merely acting under instruction.
But you did it anyway.
I didn't have a choice.
Of course you did. You could have said no.
But I would have lost my job.
The outcome hasn't changed.
Be quiet, both of you. I have considered all of the evidence in front of me regarding this matter, And I find that it was the responsibility of the person whose actions caused this catastrophe and not the person who gave the order and supplied the ways and means. Sentencing will take place tomorrow morning.
Okay, well done. Great costumes, Maree. All right. We're going to move straight into our next piece now, which is Yvonne Matthews. She's got a little thing that she's prepared for us. Very excited. Yvonne?
Yes, hello everyone. Auntie June was going to come, but she was singing Fever over and over again all the week. So she talked herself into having a fever, didn't she? So she can't be with us. She's being tested as I speak. Anyway, I'm here and I'd just like to introduce you to Teddy, who's also been my little companion when Mitzi Pussycat's not in the house. And so my week before isolation, so I went to a cafe at Carlton and a friend told me about these twins. And these children had been adopted, and one of them went to Egypt and was called Amal. And then the other one went to Barcelona and was called Juan. So when Juan grew up, he was really, really attractive, and he just felt that he didn't have his own mother, so he went looking for her and thought, I'm going to find out who she is. He tracked her down, got the address, and sent a photograph of his handsome face. And she looked at the photograph and she said, oh, I wish I'd seen Amal. And my friend said, well, they are twins. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. So that's it. And another one, then I went to Richmond to the gym, Fitness First. And look, I said, I've got to do this music video and I've got to do the splits. So I said to the trainer, look, can you show me how to do the splits? And he said, are you flexible? And I said, well, yeah, but I said, I can't do next Tuesday. And then the thing that I dreaded the most was a knock on the door. Knock, knock. I said, who's there? Police. God. Police who? Please stop telling these silly jokes. That's it. That's all, folks.
Oh, you are so good at delivering those comedy
jokes, honey. Well, we did try. My God, that was fun.
I just love it. You just structure the joke so well so that when you get to the punchline, it just lands. It's so good.
Teddy said nothing. No.
Yes, Teddy was rather quiet. I did notice that.
Teddy was. Yes, I know. Mitzi's would probably be noisier, but I couldn't trust the fact that she would sit on my lap for the whole time.
For those who may not be regular viewers, Mitzi is Yvonne's cat. And whilst we may have seen Mitzi once, we've certainly seen her toy in the Poidettes.
True.
Okay, well, it's that time for Viktoree-us Part 4. So here we go, folks. guys. Yep.
Dan, you're still muted.
Technical issue.
All right, dancers. Dancer 1, are you ready?
Yep.
Dancer 2. All right, people. No rushing. Remember your cues. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. I did not sleep a wink, and so I surged ahead.
Surged ahead.
As others stopped to think, I rushed blindly instead. The peasants shall be crushed.
Crushed.
The weak are ever blind.
Ever
Their protest shall be hushed. And filthy wealth I find. All right.
Oh, hubba.
Okay, so that one might have been a bit challenging for the old Zoom to cope with, but it was great. Well done, everybody. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now it's time for our so from this week we're starting a little theatre game segment. And tonight it is the dinner party. So what is happening is Dan is hosting a dinner party and his friends have brought along 3 new people. And Dan has to figure out who they are and he's got a minute to do it. So the first person to arrive is Damian. Damian, take it away. And Dan, got to figure it out.
All right. Hi, pleasure to meet you. Do you speak? Oh, you're very has cat got your tongue perhaps? Or do you have a favorite hobby? You can sign if you wish. I think I get it. You like pushing things. Okay. Juggling things. You like to juggle. Oh, and you can balance things in your hand. Yes. It's tricks, circus tricks. Kind of thereabouts. Very good. What else do you do? What else do you do? That's no.
What's the most famous thing that you're known for, sir?
Oh, yeah, that seems really exerting yourself there. It seems like is that slow motion running perhaps? Very tiring? Yeah, very tiring. Huh.
All right. That's it. Dan, take your guess.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Marcel Marceau.
Damien, what do you say?
Well, mime artist, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go for that.
Excellent. Okay, so the next guest has arrived, and it is Maree.
Oh. Oh.
Hi, welcome to the party.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, well, so how'd you get here tonight?
Sorry, I've lost it.
Oh no. Quite a funny journey. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Am I supposed to say anything?
Yeah. Yes, you're allowed to do actions or sounds or whatever that will help him understand who you are.
But not speak, right?
Yeah, you can speak, absolutely. You can speak to him, or you can be speaking to other people if that is appropriate for your situation.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Yep.
Yeah, no. Pleasure to meet you. I'm like,
yeah. Sorry. I've got incoming. No. No, we can't do that. No, okay. Sorry. Yeah, back to you. So what were you asking? Sorry, I'm pretty busy at the moment.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I would just noticed you'd just come to the party, and I wanted to get an idea about who you who was that on the phone you were talking?
Cannonball is the red fairy out there. Breaker.
Yeah. Okay. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you tonight. How's it going? How's it going out there? Yeah, roads. Yeah, roads are pretty slippery tonight. I heard that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I've got. Sorry. I'm talking to two people here.
Work. You know, can't get away from work. You know.
10-4, red fairy. This is Cannonball. We're heading on to the convoy.
Route 66. Route 66. Yep. Clear. Hey. Hi. Sorry.
Now, you seem to have very important things on the go.
I certainly do.
Yeah. What is it? You know, what's the worst that could happen if you put down your phone for a sec?
Yeah, I can't do that. Yep. Sorry about that. I'm actually, I'm working on the job. I always do this when I go to dinner. I've got to have a headpiece on me.
Can we switch to frequency 511? This one seems to be a bit noisy.
Oh.
Got to change frequencies.
Okay. Yep. No. Okay. I'm trying to make. Sorry. So, are you there? What? Yeah. Okay.
Breaker. 10-4, good buddy.
Yeah. No. It's not. It's not supposed to be tonight. It's not tonight. It's tomorrow night. Okay. Oh, Jack. What the hell are you doing? Jack, get off the line for Christ. Look, sorry, it's really hard for me to concentrate here. Oh, God.
No, that's fine. Perhaps another night, you know, we can, there's no obligation to stay.
Okay, Dan, who just came to your party?
A very busy guest. Obviously somebody who was in charge of some military or
What was she doing?
radioing in to help out with the police or military, I'd imagine.
Maree, who are you?
Oh, okay. So I divulged that. Okay. Well, now I'm divulging the fact I was a shortwave radio operator.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, which I knew you would never get, of course.
Shortwave, what is that? I'm too
I don't know.
Okay, Maree, you can head off to the bar now.
Thank you.
And now there is another guest. Let me just spotlight and let's see who this is.
Why, hello. Oh, very nice to meet you. You've got already helped yourself to a glass of red, I can see. I have to say, I love your hair tonight.
Do you have a voice? Do you have a voice? Whoever you are.
We're back. I'm so sorry. We had a technical glitch there. I'm very, very sorry. Listen, I just want to have a little sip of my drinky here, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. Sit down. No, it's fine, everybody. I'm here now. Now, I notice you appreciate my hair, because that's what I am. I'm all about the hair. I want to show you.
Where are you? Where are you?
We're in the salon.
It looks very white in the background, don't you think?
How are you feeling now? How are you feeling about my hair now? I want to show you something about my hair. I want to show you my comb. I want to show you there's blame on this side. And then I want to show you there's blame on this side. You see, where there's blame on both sides, okay? I'm just saying there's blame.
And so tell me, what have you been up to today? Love your glasses.
Oh, not very much. I've done some conferences. I've spoken to some people. I spoke to my friends in China. I love China. Nobody knows China like I know China. You know what I'm saying, yeah? Okay, all right, a little sip of
Wow,
the
that sounds just great.
I like chow mein. Do we have chow mein on the menu?
Yeah, no, it's sounds very good. What's you have any political opinions?
Oh, don't get me started on the political opinions, okay? You know what? There were certain lives that matter. My life really matters at the moment, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just telling you this.
Yes. Okay. That's quite controversial opinion there, it seems.
Oh, I don't think so. Listen, if you're not happy with this, I'm quite happy to call in my friends on you, and they'll set you straight, all right?
Your friends?
Yeah, my friends. They're packing. They clear the streets for me. They keep it safe. It's all about keeping it safe, and it's about making this place great again. Yeah? You know what I'm saying.
Good, I'm glad. Thank you for coming to our dinner party.
All right. So, Dan, who was that? Or what was that? Or what the heck was going on there?
I'd like to thank Donald Trump for coming to making our dinner party great again.
Well,
it
was more his hair.
His hair, Donald Trump's hair, of course. It's a personality within itself. It's
truly.
Yeah.
Very good guessing, Dan.
So, as seems to be the style of that was fantastic, by the way. That was heaps of fun.
And that was very good guessing. That was hard, Dan.
It was hard, but I think the clues were fantastic. I think perhaps Joe has been watching a little bit of Sky News here and there, perhaps.
Just maybe, Sammy, just maybe a little, just a touch, yeah?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay. Now, because it's the theme of the evening, my things are going wrong with my computer, of course. Wait, let me just see if Task Manager can fix my problem. Oh, there you go. I reckon it can. Okay, rightio. Let's see if that fixes my problem. My problem being that I can't queue up my video. Oh, look, yes. Oops. Okay. I have worked around that problem. So that was fantastic. Thank you, Dan. Now we're going to move on to the final installment of Viktoree-us. So here we all go. And seriously, where is it? It's not appearing in my thing. It hates me. I'm like, I think literally this stupid, let me cancel that share. Let me try again. There we go. It hates me. It does.
Well, you were always the favourite.
Rubbish. You were the one always going out and doing stuff. I never got a break. I mean, you won't learn anything if you don't do it yourself.
Oh, please. Who was the one who went to university? All fees paid?
You didn't want to go to university. You hated school.
Well, I didn't suck up to the teachers like you.
It's called doing homework. You know, you might know it if you tried it sometime.
Fucking all that shit's useless anyway.
Yeah. You're just saying that because you were too stupid to understand any of it.
What good is it anyway? You can't use that stuff in real life.
Well, I have a job, a car. I don't live at home with my parents. Do I need to go on?
Well, fuck off. Everyone was always on your side. First to walk, to talk, to date. People just, liked you better.
Yes, they did. And do you know why?
Because you're a slimy suck-up with a brown nose and a silver tongue.
No, you ignorant amoeba. It is because I care.
Are you saying I don't care?
Yes, you laze about taking the easy way out. You put no effort into things, and you're happy at being at the bottom of the pile, and that's where you always stay.
Enough! When will you both understand? It's not a competition. It's true that you have a high education, and it's true that you have a knack with your hands and can fix about anything. You are both talented and important to how the world functions. We need you both equally, just for different things. I love you both, and I value you both just the same. Now kiss and make up and go into the world as a team, not rivals. Go on, shake your hands.
But I do get the house, right?
What? Wait a minute. It's a 50-50 split, isn't it?
No, look, the house is coming to me. You get the car and the furniture.
Oh, that's not fair.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, all right, fuckwit.
Nothing's fair
Come
for
on.
you.
Have a go, son. Come on. Keep fucking around, yeah?
No. I'm
Fucking-
done with you.
Yeah, you're all talk.
Well done, guys. We are now at the end of our crazy little scene cycle. So let's just have a chat to the guys for a minute. Look, first of all, I want to say how amazing you guys really got into the characters, and despite the Zoom problems, which I deal with every week, so you're starting to understand my world. Yeah, how was it?
Yeah, it felt good.
Kept us on our toes.
It was quite a load, really, wasn't it? Like, I mean, they're literally 5 separate scenes. And I mean, obviously they had the theme running through that of winners and losers, as others have picked up. Did you learn anything about being a winner or a loser, or about life in general?
I have to say, I really loved some of the short stories that were shared. I think I got a lot from those.
Yeah.
And of course, our little scenes were fun.
Cool. Okay, so that is it. We have come to the end of the program for this evening. So we are going to go to Sara-Rose. Sarah, just you might want to move your phone just a little bit further away. Maybe just you might have overloaded the mic a little bit, maybe, but it doesn't matter if you can't. And while that's happening, oh yes, I've just been sent. We have we're going to start an improv on me doing the thank yous, and I've just been sent my thing. So I'm going to try and figure out what I'm going to do while Sara-Rose plays her amazing song. Take it away, Sara-Rose. It's all yours. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Something's gone very wrong. We might be having internet issues. Okay. I've lost Sara-Rose. Has everybody else lost Sara-Rose? Is it just me? She's gone. Okay. Oh, sad. Okay. Oh no, that means I have to do my thing. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do the thank yous in as character, and Joe has given me Captain James T. Kirk. So tonight we have boldly gone where no man has gone before, and I need to thank the crew of my Starship Soiree prize. And so at the our Chief Navigation Officer, Sara-Rose Millar. I can only do one American accent, so you just have to cope with that. Sara-Rose was at the Chief Navigator. In the engine room, we had Chief Maree and Second Lieutenant Josh and Private Dan, keeping the engine running through Viktoree-us. And our Chief Science Officer, Mazz Ryan, she did the Soul Contract by Gillian Scott. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to finish these thank yous, and then I'm going to go to Sara-Rose, who seems to maybe be back, even though her video is out. We're gonna go to our Chief Communications Officer, Joe Boyd, to try and fix that little problem up for us so we can get Sara-Rose back. And we also need to thank the wonderful Yvonne. Yvonne is our pilot for the evening, and oh my God, she did not steer us into a cluster of asteroids, merely a slight minefield. And And then well done on everybody. Damian Vuleta, who came to the dinner party. He's our head chef in the mess hall. And now we are going to go boldly where no man has gone before, hopefully with Sara-Rose Millar singing us out. Hey, Sara-Rose, take it away.
She sees him through the darkness as he walks towards her door. Climbs up to her balcony with a rose, takes her hand and leads her away. But could it all be just a dream? The images burned in her mind, like memories of a former life that she can no longer find. Now she's standing on the edge, shrouded in the mist, and hearing echoes of Avalon as they dance beneath the moonlight. He promises he'll never leave, whisks her away on his white horse to his castle on a mountain top. Could it all be just a dream? The images burned in her mind, like memories of a former life that she could no longer find. Now she's standing on the edge, shrouded in the mist, and hearing echoes of Avalon. But then the shadows darken, he's nowhere to be found. The white doves have all flown away, the world is crumbling down. The crystal bowl grows hazy, and the salt's back in the stove. She falls to the forest floor alone. Could it all be just a dream? The images burned in her mind, like memories of a former life that she can no longer find. And she's standing on the edge, shrouded in the mist, and hearing echoes of Avalon. Going back to Avalon. On the forest floor alone, she thinks maybe someday he'll return. Take her back to Avalon.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Sara-Rose. I love that. The echoes of Babylon. That was Avalon. So evocative. So I just love it. You always send me finish the show for us in this really beautiful, pensive kind of mood, which is so perfect. No, it's actually perfect now that we've moved to Sunday because people are getting ready to go to work and
people are getting ready to go to bed and then go to work.
Oh yeah, that too. Speaking of which, it's time for us to go. So thank you, everybody. I've already done my thank yous in a very bad attempt at Star Trek. Okay, so I'll see you all again next fortnight for another show of crazy things. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, where's my... Oh, there.
There's your thing.
Oh,
It's right there.
yeah, okay.
Right there.
Believe in it.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Nearly lost stop share.